is live. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find us all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Hi, Zach.
Good morning, Corey.
Good morning, Zachary.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi.
Buenos dias.
Zach, how's your dad?
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
Nobody ever asked, so.
That's why I asked.
Yeah. Did your mom hear about how you'd slap her for $5,000 yesterday?
Yeah, what was the reaction when your mom found out that you would be violent for her for money?
Only words about it were, that sure was an interesting power hour yesterday.
It sure was.
This morning.
Yep. It was polarizing.
It sure was.
Yeah.
But we got through it. It was fun.
I should have checked the text line to see a live response and then decided whether or not we quit it or not. You know?
Why, do you not have that open?
No, I closed it the second I got here.
Yeah. That's a good plan.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like a bunch of people complaining about Barrero and Kessler.
Who?
I don't know. I didn't read it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's so much going on with your beloved Minnesota Vikings. You know, in case you've forgotten, the playoffs begin Monday. We'll find out more about where that will be played. As of right now, I would be willing to bet a lot of money that it's not played in L.A., and I think that's the right choice. We're hearing the most likely place is Arizona. We have somebody who's got their finger on the pulse because she's probably down there at TCO right now with the Vikings Entertainment Network. Tatum Everett's on the phone with us, not just to talk about the game and when it's happening, where it's happening, but all the festivities happening around getting you all fired up for Vikings playoff week. Good morning, Tatum. It's good to have you on the Power Trip Morning Show. Thanks for calling in.
Good morning, you guys. Yeah, it's been a really exciting week so far. Lots more to come for sure.
By the way, I'll just get this out of the way right at the very beginning of it. If you're looking for information about anything we're talking about, go to Vikings.com/playoffs or just visit the Vikings app and it'll give you a complete rundown of where to go and what's on tap to get you all fired up. But how are things down at TCO this week after what happened in Detroit? Is everybody fired up? Is everybody feeling like they hit the reset button?
Easily. Yeah, I think this team has kind of been through this before. I mean, the only thing is single elimination. It makes it a little bit more pressure, but I talked to Josh Metellus yesterday and they're ready to go. He said they acknowledge what happened and they know that they have to learn from it. They've been in the building the past couple of days just for meetings. They'll have their first full day of meetings and practice and stuff like that. But no, everything is fine there. They know they're a better team and they can play much better than what they did on Sunday. And they're ready to go, which is great to hear.
Hey, Tatum, how are you? Good morning. Could you...
Oh, hey.
Hi. So you're around the team. You understand what these guys have to go through each and every day and each and every week. And I just want to see if you could maybe expand upon just the extra day and just sort of how important that is at this point in the season. I get it that the Rams, especially the starters, they're getting a lot more rest because they didn't play that last game of the season. They get an extra day of prep as well. But just how important it is to come off the loss at Detroit and then get one extra day of prep.
I mean, I think it's really a big game changer. I mean, unfortunately, if you win that Monday, it makes a short week for the postseason. But for this game, to get that extra day, because if you remember last time when they played Detroit, it was such a physical game, and they really played that way again, that just having that extra amount of time to let your bodies heal this late in the season, the bye was so long ago. The players were in the building on Monday and Tuesday, and they'll be there, obviously, like I said, today for a full... Actually, today's Thursday. This is what happens when you come back on Monday at 4:30 in the morning. But they've been in for a lot of stuff just to kind of heal. They go in, they do their treatments. They do so many different things to just make sure they're primed and ready to go. They really won't even start an actual practice until Friday, which is huge because sometimes that's a Thursday, and I don't know. It really does just help everyone heal at this point.
Tatum, it's me, it's us. How does Sam Darnold bounce back just by himself? Not the team, but how does Sam Darnold look at Sunday night's game and bounce back?
Yeah, I think it was really interesting because he has a very short memory, and maybe it wasn't on display as much in Sunday's game, but he kind of moves on. Like, he feels like a guy who's been through so much already in the previous part of his career that he doesn't really dwell on anything. He knows that it's already been done. He's talked about how, look, like, these things happen and I have to just look to the next part and what we can do next. If you think about it this way, it was such a playoff-like atmosphere, and he has not been to the playoffs, started a game in the playoffs before. So, that kind of was on full display on Sunday, that atmosphere being prime time, like all of the implications of what a playoff game could be. And so I think, like, moving forward could really do him really well because he knows, like, okay, that's already happened. I don't have to put that much pressure on myself. Maybe this time around I can do this differently or this differently. And, I don't know. I've just been really impressed with the way that he gets over things and how he just kind of moves on really fast. I think we can expect some of that on Monday.
So outside of that storyline, I think all the Vikings fans and everybody around the country are just wanting to know how he's going to respond in this game. But it's the game itself and the location itself has been the biggest storyline so far the last 48 hours. And I know that you're not on Paul Martin's staff. I mean, he does all the logistics for the Vikings. But could you just also give us a little in-depth look on what it's like for he and his staff to have to be in flux of not only just traveling everybody to Los Angeles, but on a moment's notice, whenever they get clarification from the NFL, all of a sudden have to have a plan B and get everybody into Glendale?
Yeah, and I'm really glad you asked that because I've been really feeling for Paul Martin and Chad Lundeen and Milan Burgess and all the people that are working on our football upsides, Chuck Peterson. It's been a whirlwind because even when you're heading into the game on Sunday against the Lions, you don't know where you're going, in such short notice, you find out. So when I talked to Paul about it, he said he plans any potential trip ahead of time. So, he had Tampa planned. He had LA planned. He had, the home game planned. So everything is already good to go. So whatever happens on Sunday, you flip the switch and you go straight to wherever that happens. So this time around, he's had LA planned for a while. So I'm feeling, I haven't talked to him recently about this, but I would assume after talking to him about that they were already planning, all the different potential neutral sites. I mean, you've heard things floated like Arizona, Dallas, San Francisco, Vegas, like all these different places that are not using their stadium. And I'm sure he was already on the phone trying to figure that out. I would imagine that a lot of what has to do with picking the stadium would be, you have to think of the hotels for not one but two teams, the amount of staff they bring, the meeting rooms they need. They use such a large portion of hotels, and you have to find a place that can house both teams, plus make sure their stadium is available. I mean, it's a Monday night game, so we don't know what they would have had planned, and there's just a lot that goes into it, whether it's police escorts. I know that, like, security staff. So, like, it's a lot going on. They have to make sure they cover all their bases. And, I think that no one deserves more kudos than that Vikings team. In fact, we were talking about getting them some kind of, like, present just to be like, hey, guys, thank you so much for doing this because I know your week has been really, really tough.
That's a great point, by the way. You have two road teams if you have to move this. I didn't even think about that. That's a great point. Tatum, as always, it's great to talk to you. And I want to say, again, we had you on not only to get your perspective on everything going on down there, but also to remind people we got a lot going on this week. You got the Friday Football Feast with PA and everybody at Buffalo Wild Wings and Savage. You got a fan rally at the Mall of America Rotunda tomorrow night from 5 to 6:30. You got a Vikings watch party going on at Mystic Lake. You got Vikings playoff tour continuing with Muss and John Randall. Still two more chances for that. 6:30 to 8 tonight at Lone Oak Grill in Eagan, and tomorrow at Lucky 13s in Plymouth. And I know that you'll be at every one of those, Tatum. Is that right?
I will. I will not be there on Friday because I'll be at the fan rally. Those are going on at the same time.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'll be at the fan rally. So you'll see Skull Line. You'll see the cheerleaders. I know Corey's going to be there with the initials game.
That is correct.
Another really cool thing about the fan rally presented by Mystic Lake is that the Unreal drop that was this week, if you didn't get your hands on that, or if you want to try them on or see how they look on you, that will actually be available at the Vikings locker room store at 4 o'clock. But the watch party at Mystic Lake, those are free tickets. And I think another cool thing that fans should know about is there are a ton of giveaways going on. So if you sign up for the app and sign up for the alerts, they'll let you know whenever those prizes drop, so you can go and sign up. There's even a contest to win a road playoff game ticket to go to to go to the road playoff game. So you just need to download the app and have your push notifications enabled. And obviously at all the things you said with Muss at Lone Oak Grill tonight and Lucky 13 tomorrow, you can get merch and sign up for the grand prize, which is a stay and play package at Mystic Lake. So I don't know, it's just a really exciting time, especially if you can't make it out to the game, just to be around Viking fans and get excited because no matter how it ended, this was an insane season. It was such a fun ride. 14 wins is so difficult, and we should be super stoked about this team. And I have a really good feeling about this weekend.
All right, Tatum, I don't even know if you know this because your week has been crazy too, but I will be joining you tomorrow night at the Mall of America. And it sounds like, Corey, I'll see you
right on.
from 6:15 to 7:15.
Sure.
How about that?
See you there.
Yeah, but I think aren't you like the Vikings legend for this? Which
Yeah,
is
you're the
really
Vikings
cool.
legend.
Well, here's the deal, Tatum. I don't really know what my responsibilities are. All I know is they asked me if I was available and if I'd want to come down to the Mall of America for an hour. I'm like, sure, I can do that. My Friday's actually kind of open. I don't know what I'm doing there.
Well, I'm a little surprised Chris isn't there because the Skull Line is, and nobody loves the Skull Line as much as
loves it.
Chris.
I love the Skull Line.
Yes, you do.
I really do.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, I do love them. And Ben, I don't know if you know this, but get ready to put on a big costume.
What?
That's right. You're going to be Nordo. Or what is that? Nordo?
Poor Nordo. How big of a costume
Put
is
on that
this?
giant costume. You're going to be Nordo. I think he meant Nordy, which is the wild mascot, but this is a Vikings fan rally.
Poor Nordo. Sorry. I blew it. It was going so well, Tatum, and I blew it.
Yeah.
Oh, Nordo just catching strays out
I
there.
know. Again, tonight, by the way, Muss and John Randall tonight, Lone Oak Grill and Egan, 6:30 to 8 tomorrow. That's at Lucky 13's in Plymouth. And don't forget the Vikings watch party at Mystic and then the fan rally at Mall of America tomorrow night, 5 to 6:30 with some really legendary people, including Nordo. Vikings.com/playoffs and the Vikings app. Thank you, Tatum.
Thanks, Tatum.
Thanks, Tatum.
Thanks, guys. Thank
See you
you
later.
so much. Go Vikes.
Skull Vikes. Let's go.
And Nordo.
And Nordo.
Yeah, you're going to have to wear
That
just
was
a
your and
hideous mask. You're going to go as Sauce.
I said it was a giant costume.
Giant costume. Eric, I know you're
Sorry, Nordo.
I know you're listening. Just start putting lotion on the skin right now.
Did you mean Ragnar?
Careful.
Did you mean Victor the Viking?
Victor, yeah.
Nordo. Man, getting old is hard.
Poor Nordo.
Oh, man. Yeah. What did I say? Jack Dorn?
Jack Dorn was yesterday.
I'm
Instead
having
of
a hard
Jason
time.
Bourne, I think. Who knows what you meant? We don't know.
So you're leaving your house for this.
It's a fan rally. I would like to be a part of it.
Speaking of that, by the way,
Unbelievable.
yesterday I was in lovely and talented St. Michael.
Oh, yeah.
And I turned left and was just rolling down the road, and there was a bar, and it said, Initials game here, 6:30.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Sweet.
Hell yeah, man.
That's really something.
Yeah, we're in like 25 bars, and it's like another 20 in the next month or so. So it's just
How many more till you
including a
retire?
spot in California starting later
That's
this month.
crazy.
Oh, wow. It's crazy.
Good for you, buddy.
How many more
Super
till you
cool.
can retire?
Whoa.
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 Just call him Nordo while you're at it.
How's your dad?
Yeah, how's your dad?
He's doing good.
That's awesome.
Thank you for asking. No one
No,
asked.
I like spending time with Ben Lieber at the mall. He doesn't like to go with Abby because he tanked it back in the day, so we'd never have to go shopping again.
Correct.
So now Ben and I cruise the mall together.
An all-time
I like
Becky.
walking around the mall with a Vikings legend, and he's the one that I picked. Me and Ben and Nordy are going tomorrow.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Randy.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show, including headlines after this on The Fan.
It is the final segment of today's Power Trip Morning Show. Little band called Deep Seven, straight out of St. Cloud, Minnesota, featuring the great Paul Stretch D-Town on guitar, Jay O'Donnell on drums.
Voice of the Wild.
That's right. Mr. Michael Zellamy on the bass there. It's all happening. Ben Liebert, by the way, right there, as you can hear him, he plays the triangle on this song.
Oh, dang.
Well done.
I play the triangle, or you just getting my attention that he plays the triangle?
You do.
I know you were shredding like that.
Only when it's
You don't
dinner
remember-
time.
You don't
Excellent.
remember.
Is there someone considered the greatest triangle player of all time?
There has to be.
Johnny Holmes.
Yeah. I think that's without a question, Johnny Holmes. That's who's on my list.
Yeah, or Michael Jordan.
Could be.
Well played.
Fair. But I mean, somebody plays the triangle at a world-class symphony level, right? And they're just like, wow, this is one of the best.
Steve
Are you
Wonder
talking
was-
living or dead?
Either.
Because I think Holmes is definitely living, but yeah. It's hard to beat.
Somebody has to be the best.
Well, yeah, Billy
can't just-
Saget, he's dead, but he was the best.
Okay, now,
Bob or Bill?
Billy.
Billy, who's related to Bob or
No
not?
relation.
no relation.
No relation.
Interesting. That's crazy.
Saget was also one of the best characters on Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was good. Yeah.
Is
He had
that
all
right?
the moves.
That was
yeah.
a huge bitch. That guy was taller than
Yeah.
hell. Yeah, you could really reach.
Yeah.
Not like Dulcim, of course, you could reach across the
Yeah.
entire screen. but
Chung Lee Woodhawk.
1,000%.
Yeah, and you know I like women who can beat me up.
Hawk would bang Blanca.
Yeah, absolutely. He's
You know
good
what I'm
too.
saying?
I like that guy.
Check for gender later.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares, man?
Hawk has
who cares?
definitely
You only
seen a
live once.
video.
You just wait till AI sex robots really exist. You wait till you
that
see
was
the
allowed.
closet I have. People have
Alan,
garages for cars. Not me. Look at my guest house, ladies and gentlemen.
my God.
There aren't any lights in there.
It's going to be Cry Robot.
I roll in like Mark Zuckerberg. Which one do I want to drive today?
You're going to be like Iron Man and just open your arms
Yeah.
and they'll come right onto your body. Chris, why do you have Idris Elba in your closet?
Right.
You're going to have the Playboy mansion of AI robots.
Yes. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And nobody's feelings getting hurt. Nobody's judging.
So they should probably stay out of the hot tub. Unless
I have a feeling one person's feeling is still going to get hurt.
Yeah.
It's still going to be 1-for-1. Okay.
Now it's time for Headlines.
Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric.
Yes.
Wolf River Electric. Go solar
Solo.
in 2025. You can start planning ahead, right? Get some solar panels put on this year. Wolf
Hell yeah, man.
River Electric.
Oh, I fell.
Benjamin, today is January 9th.
It is.
What happened 48 years ago today?
What would be the year? Because I don't want to do the math.
Let Zachary do it. White Bear
It's
Math.
2025.
That is correct. You're off to a great start.
7.
77. Look at White Bear Math.
75 is 50, so I just did plus 2.
Whatever works.
Yeah, whatever
man.
works.
That works. 1977, 48 years ago today. What happened?
Well, my initial thought is the day that I was conceived, but that would not.
Yeah.
Timeline doesn't work
Yeah,
out.
the timeline doesn't quite work out because that would be an 11-month gestation period.
You
which
needed a little extra bacon, bro.
Yeah, you're like an elephant.
Yeah, you're that
I
thing
could
wasn't
always
ripe
use
yet.
extra bacon.
Who can't?
They just turned the temperature down.
It's true. I don't know, Core.
What if I said it like this? This is your one hint. This was the fourth and final.
The fourth
No. Oh,
figured it
no. Yeah, me too.
final.
Fourth
Well,
and
until
final.
this year.
Star Wars?
Oh, that was the last time the Vikings went to the Super Bowl.
The Vikings lost Super Bowl 11 on this date in 1977 to the Oakland Raiders.
Oakland
They lost
Raiders.
32-14. That was the fourth Super Bowl loss in their existence, 0-4, and they haven't been back since.
That was the only Super Bowl win for John Madden, right? Am I right? Anybody know?
I think you might be correct.
Maybe. I saw a list earlier today. I think it was it Yahoo Sports? Yeah, here it is. Check this out. I think it's kind of interesting, Benjamin. They listed all of the Super Bowl matchups, and then just one writer ranked them in terms of what he thinks would be the most dynamic storyline and game combined, right? He has Vikings-Bills number 2 because they are combined 0-8, right?
Correct.
Somebody's 0 would have to go. They're both 0-4.
That would be great.
He has number 1 on the same wavelength, Lions-Bills, because the Lions have never won it, the Bills have never won it, and he thinks that game's a little bit better than Vikings-Bills, so he has Vikings-Bills number 2, Lions-Bills number 1.
Hell of a game.
God, that'd be great. The
Either
over-under
way.
would be about 71.
Yeah.
Lions Ravens would be pretty fun too.
The highest he has the Chiefs is third. Lions Chiefs would be his third ranked. Some dude from Yahoo Sports. I don't quite understand this. Just out of every possible Super Bowl matchup, this is just a random guy. It's just a writer. Who knows? It's one person's opinion. What does he have as the least desirable Super Bowl matchup? I don't know why. I couldn't disagree with this more because I would like to watch both of these teams in the
I
Super
would
Bowl,
say
despite hating one of them.
Tampa, Houston.
Chargers, Packers.
Chiefs versus
Wait a
anybody.
minute. You just said Chargers Packers? That's the right answer.
Yeah.
Why would Chargers Packers
Wow.
be last?
Good for
Mark
you.
Hamill?
No,
But why would Chargers Packers be last?
I don't know, but you said that because you hate one of the teams.
Right, which is the Packers. But why did you guess Chargers then?
I don't know.
Weird.
Because aren't they the 7th seed in the
AFC?
East?
Yeah, but I mean, the
AFC?
Chargers are, to me, so much more entertaining than the Texans or the Broncos or the Steelers. The Steelers are the worst. Steelers and anybody would be the worst matchup.
Hideous.
That's boring as hell.
Yeah.
Hideous.
Yeah.
They should be the bottom, all of the
Broncos.
bottom combinations. The Broncos and the Steelers are the two worst.
ABC, man.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody but the Chiefs.
Yep, correct.
Correct. That is the right answer.
Thank you.
Anybody but the Chiefs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meow.
Happy birthday
Oh, thanks, brother.
to Muggsy Bogues.
Was he on the dream team?
He was, wasn't he?
Two-part question. How old is Muggsy Bogues? And if you know this, don't say it. If you're just guessing, then guess. How old is he and how tall was he?
Is he?
He's probably shrunk.
No. Okay.
How
I thought you meant
tall
he's
was he
dead.
listed at when he
5'7"?
played in the...
Yeah, I was going to say 5'6".
Yeah, 5'5".
And he's 57 years old.
I believe Spud Webb was 5'7".
I think, yeah, Muggsy was like 5'4", right?
5'3".
Damn.
Just think about that for a second. I know, again, Spud Webb won dunk contests. I don't care. Muggsy Bogues was a solid NBA player. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't great. How the hell do you make the NBA
Right.
in any era at 5'3"?
Yeah, I'm taller than that.
By 3
Yeah.
inches.
Yeah.
And then
You tower over Muggsy Bogues, and that dude played against 7-footers and played well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absurd, man.
He's 60 years old today,
Didn't he
Muggsy.
play with one of Hawks' favorite players, Grandmama?
He sure did.
he sure as hell did.
He sure did.
Did you guys ever hear that story that he said about Michael Jordan? That he said he was never the same after it.
No.
When they played, he said at one point, I think it was like it came down to one of the last shots or something like that, and he said Michael Jordan backed off of defense and said, "Shoot it, you bleeping midget."
Bah.
And Muggsy Bogues missed, and he said he was never the same again.
Just broke his spirit.
Wow. That's great, man. He was part of the Space Jam, was he not?
Muggsy, yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, great.
Was not on the dream team.
No, he did not play with Scott Skiles.
How many years did he play?
Probably close to 10. I'd
Yeah,
have
I
to
was
look it
gonna
up.
say,
But I mean,
it
I
was
feel
a
like
long time.
most of the decade he was a part of it. Felt like
He
most
played
of
14 seasons.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
at 5'3".
Yeah.
Man.
On ice.
No, that's hockey.
I don't think so.
Quit smoking the blunts, brother.
Yeah, quit smoking the blunts, brother.
Pass it this way,
This
brother.
first part I don't care about. The second part blows me away. The first part that nobody cares about. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck finalized their divorce on Monday. Okay?
Fight the power.
Yeah, whatever. So it's officially over.
Okay. That's against big marriage.
Yeah. Right. Right.
She is keeping the $5.6 million engagement ring that she got. She's keeping it.
Yeah, boy.
Is that PJ Fleck? J-Lo supposedly keeps all of her rings, which means she has 6 engagement rings worth an estimated $17 million.
Smoking good Lebanese hat.
The best soundbites.
He's the new Rosie. Why was he smoking Lebanese hat?
I don't know.
Who's ever smoked Lebanese hat?
For sure.
For sure. Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
By the way, if you are a Timberwolves fan, her ring from Alex Rodriguez was only $2 million. What a cheap
What a
ass.
cheap, yeah.
Only a
See,
$2 million ring.
That's why it fell through.
Man.
I forgot.
He even got
they
that
were-
cash.
I forgot they were engaged.
Hey, is your brother Dov going to Bonnaroo?
Why is Insane Clown Posse there?
They sure are. The Insane Clown Posse will make their Bonnaroo debut. Other acts this year are Luke Combs, Olivia Rodrigo, Tyler the Creator, Hosier, and many, many more. But yes, ICP, the Insane Clown Posse, will be at Bonnaroo. It runs this year between June 12th and the 15th in Manchester, Tennessee.
No interest.
Yeah.
You're not one of the juggalos.
No, it's just it's hot. It's one of the hotter festivals out there.
Yeah, there was a time like 20 years ago where I might have gone, but nah.
The idea of Juggalos and Olivia Rodrigo fans interacting, though, is super funny.
And,
I would love to see the videos from that.
And, no interest.
One toke over the line, sweet Jesus.
That's already there. That's already at Bonnaroo.
I'm telling you, man.
When did he ever do that?
Last night.
Last night.
I happened to be listening.
Yeah, same.
And he and Barrero must have been smoking that Iranian
Lebanese
hash,
hash,
whatever
yeah.
it was.
Well, how about Barrero last night saying that weed's more lethal now than it used to be?
Yeah.
Did you catch him saying that?
He knows.
Not
Bum said the word
You know the
lethal.
definition of lethal? Like, was he using it in the death context?
Oh, yeah.
Well-
He said it's more lethal now.
I mean, that's
Yeah, Barrero's rather square
Hippie
when it comes to that.
counterculture.
Wow.
Hippie counterculture.
What is wrong with him?
They were both talking about One Toke Over the Line being one of the greatest songs ever written. I'm like, you guys are high right now.
It's pretty good.
It's
Nobody
a
thinks it's
terrible
that good.
song.
It's pretty good.
No, it's not.
Hey,
You
slow down.
have to be high.
Correct. It's
to
good
like
when
that
you're
song.
stoned.
One toke over the line, sweet Jesus. Smoke them if you got them.
I swear all they talk about is smoking
know.
weed.
That's all they talk about.
I know.
Yep, it's all they talk about.
All right, we need a new opener for this game, I think, Zachary. But you guys ready to play the 50-50 game? It's 50-50. Here we go.
Okay.
The sweet, sweet ganja.
A 32-year-old man was arrested after being caught pleasuring himself at a grocery store. What state did this take place in?
That's definitely Florida.
Yeah,
Gotta be
that's
Florida.
That's
It's kinda
Florida.
too cold to be doing that in Wisconsin right now.
Yeah,
True
Good
that.
call.
Yeah.
Good call. Florida.
You guys all flipped the coin the wrong way. That is Wisconsin.
You got to still play with your piss hot.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, you do.
How did we get audio of that guy?
By the way, this is just our prep service being clever and pains in the asses. A 32-year-old man in Wisconsin was arrested after being caught pleasuring himself at a grocery store. It's unclear if any produce was victimized.
Oh, my God.
What happened?
He was trying fruit on.
Brilliant.
Spicy.
All time Nick Swartz and ad-lib line.
Quiet.
I always like Ben. I know you have to go in like 3 minutes, right? I like ending your appearances on health studies because you always seem super pissed right before you leave. So can I leave this? Sure. Tell me what you think about this. Scientists tracked people's health for 10 years and split them into 3 different categories: people who only drank coffee in the morning, people who drank it all day, and then people who didn't drink coffee at all. Okay,
What about
morning drinkers, all day drinkers, non-coffee drinkers.
What about Kalmaner?
Whoa.
Again, that soundbite makes me so uncomfortable.
Not that again.
Yeah,
Right?
right. Different study.
Don't drink that, Pat.
Don't tell Pat what to do.
Drink them if you got them, Pat.
Yeah.
The morning coffee drinkers had a 16% lower risk of dying for any reason and a 31% lower risk of dying from heart disease compared to the non-coffee group. But the benefits disappeared for people who drank coffee all day. So they're saying you should only drink coffee in the morning if you want to maximize the health benefits of coffee.
How about a blunt?
Well, that's fine.
God pass the
They aren't sure why, if you drink coffee all day, you're not seeing the benefits, but they're saying so far over a 10-year study, morning coffee and then cutting yourself off after noon is the maximum way to do it.
I guess my question would be, I'm guessing that the ounces were the same, but obviously if you're an all-day drinker, you're consuming more ounces.
More
ounces in cups per day.
Yes, probably.
I wonder what the study would be if you're just an afternoon coffee drinker. If you have 12 ounces of coffee in the morning,
amount?
What if you said 12
Great
ounces
question.
in the afternoon? Is it the time of day or is it the actual ounces cups that you drink
Fantastic
in
question.
a 24-hour period?
My guess is they thought of that. I don't have that here in the story, but my guess is they probably thought
Yeah,
that should be tracked as well.
I'm guessing it's more the amount that you drink. I'm sure there's a bell curve of like, okay, you're like more doesn't mean better. and you actually go down the other direction.
Yep. Almost every study we've ever talked about on this show says for your sleep health, you should cut off caffeine after about 1 p.m. anyway, right? Whether it's energy drinks, just sodas, coffee. Like after 1, you should probably just shut caffeine down. That makes a ton of sense because who wants to be wired at 9 o'clock when you're trying to fall asleep?
But you drink it all the time.
All day.
All day.
And I can fall asleep 3 minutes later. Who cares?
Yeah, 3, 4 o'clock is about my cutoff for all caffeine.
You're a little high.
Are you drinking coffee during Twin Cities Live?
No, that's just water in there. Sometimes vodka.
And Elizabeth is drinking vodka, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Has she ever been 0.2 on the air?
On the road
I
again.
don't think she's gotten down to that in years.
Wow.
She's the best.
No, I don't think so. But there have been some episodes for sure that we've both looked at each other and like, I'm feeling that wine a little bit.
Sipping too many?
Yeah, sipping too many wines.
Kelly was your co-host yesterday.
Yeah,
Is Elizabeth back today, or who do you got today?
She had some dental work done, so it depends on how she's bounced back from kind of a big procedure. So we'll see.
You got to be careful with dental work. Just ask Brooke Shields. Sometimes it goes south.
I know. I'll ask her that. If she's on this call here in about 2 minutes, I'll ask her.
Right on. All right. Yeah. Thanks, Ben.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye, Ben.
Go Vikes.
Bye. Go.
So we probably won't see you Monday because you're going to be in
probably in
wherever.
Arizona.
Okay.
I'll see you on the plane, baby.
Yeah,
baby. Right on.
Let's go.
All right, dude. So you're predicting a win, though?
I am predicting a win. Yeah. Yep. I think we bounce back pretty strong.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Sweet.
Regardless if it's in Los Angeles or Arizona. I think we got this as well. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, guys.
Love you.
Peace.
Tonight, the series premiere, but it's a reboot, of Hollywood Squares. They're bringing it back.
Again?
Former Viking. Yeah, again. How many times have they brought this show back?
Right.
Former Viking wide receiver Nate Burleson is the host. And your center square is Drew Barrymore. So,
old Hollywood Squares was elite.
Yeah, but the thing that always rubbed me the wrong way is their lines were clearly written. And that was not improv,
that's
right?
Okay.
Yeah, but they always acted like it was improv, and that always bothered me.
I've
even
never
as a
seen
kid.
an episode of it.
Really?
Nope.
Not one.
Not one.
Man, I used to love watching old reruns of that.
I love the compilations on YouTube of all the funniest lines.
Slines?
Garrett Morris.
Who's the one, the main guy?
Hawk knows.
The main, regular guest that was always funny.
Chad Abbott.
No, I said always funny.
Oh. The main regular guest who was always funny.
Guardsy.
Yeah. No.
Might have been Guardsy.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Well, that was in the later one. I'm talking about the older one.
No, definitely not Barrero.
Squishy.
Ugh. Was it Squishy?
Remember Shadow Stevens?
Who?
He's a radio
He's
guy.
a radio guy. That's right, yeah.
But Shadow Stevens. Take Shadow Stevens for the block.
Boom.
I wonder who you're thinking about. I don't know the squares in Hollywood Squares as well as I know the seats of the match game people. Wonder who you're thinking of.
Most appearances, Hollywood. He just became a regular. Oh, Paul Lind.
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Yeah,
Of
back in the
course.
day. Yeah, you'd know. Yeah, he talked like
Oh,
this.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I love his lines.
Wind or win?
Lynde. Lynde.
Neither.
Paul Lind?
Why is that so shocking?
I can't hear. Oh, yeah, this guy.
You said it like it was your boy.
Paul Lind?
A neighbor?
Are we playing the initials game? Wait, I need clarification.
Sorry.
So you celebrating today or not?
My guy's birthday.
It is your guy's birthday today. How old is Dave Matthews today?
57?
That's a lie.
You're not really a fan. He's 58.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 58. Good for him. I'm glad he's alive. He's made a big difference in my life, and I love him.
Was there any consideration about naming your son Louis after some kind of a DMB reference or song?
No.
Like Satellite Lambert?
No, that wouldn't have worked.
That would have been sweet.
Satellite is probably a name. That'll be a trendy name.
Bow, bow, bow.
Nah. I like Bree's hat. What did you just say?
How would you spell that?
Boom. Biden bit the big one? Is that what you just said?
You wish.
No, I do not. Do not say that. Do not say that. I have no thoughts on the political system. Zero. Dude, now
we
I'm
were
going to be on a
buddies.
list. Thanks a lot, Core.
You and Paul Wind.
Lind?
Lind or Lynn?
Lube or lewd?
Chad Abbott.
According to this story here, there's only 2 games in video game history that have sold more than 100 million copies.
Millions and millions and millions.
You nailed it, Pat.
Tetris?
Mario
My
Kart.
garage band.
GTA 5.
GTA 5 is second all time with 205 million sold.
Not Tetris?
GTA 4.
I mean, is
it new or
is it
old?
Nintendo?
It is new-ish.
A Madden game?
It's been around for a while, but it just keeps plucking along.
Mario- Mario
hell is-
Kart. Animal Crossing?
Red Dead?
It's like Animal Crossing. What the hell's
It is. I think
Sims.
I think Hawk has it. Just can't think of Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Is
Right.
the game.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
forgot. That makes sense.
Minecraft,
Yeah.
roughly 300 million copies
Good
of
times.
Minecraft.
Quick question. Can
Kiddo
you
still likes it.
Your kiddo plays it, right, Corey? Can you explain to me what it is in like 30 seconds? Is it just like building like your
You're
own?
building worlds. There's little animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's creative mode, there's survival mode.
There's games within the game as
Yeah.
well. Like there's people that have created other worlds or games within the world that
What
you're
is
in.
iHeartland in Minecraft?
no, that is in
Those
Fortnite
Fortnite.
and Roblox.
Still?
Yeah.
Has that taken the
I
world
think
by storm yet
Coldplay
or
was
not?
there like a few months ago.
We missed it?
I mean, listen, I go there every once in a while just to let off some steam. It's nice.
Has no shame.
But no, it's on there. It's available. It might be new and improved at some point.
I hit a deer.
Driving around stoned.
I heard like the most horrific deer hitting story of all time.
Please
like,
share
last
with the
week.
class. Go.
Please share.
And I don't even want to say who told me, but everybody knows him or her.
Paul Wind?
Chad Abbott.
It was
Lynn.
Paul Wynn, yeah.
Lind or Wind?
They said they were out at a corner in St. Paul on a dark, foggy. It was back when it was the fog and everything. Came
yeah, back in
upon a deer
Whoa.
with the.
So is Tommy.
Brilliant. It was 9 days ago.
Bizarre.
It was a week and a half. No,
What?
9 days ago. No, the deer, half of it was gone. It was crawling across the road.
I've seen that. Yep.
Awful.
Terrible.
My God.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Stop for a
Skin
second.
it and eat it.
Crawling across the road?
Yeah, like with just the two hooves.
Where was the other half?
Just in the
car?
probably in the grill of a semi. I don't know.
Like Nelly style? Or?
Brilliant song. God, what a banger.
So the top half of
Yes.
the deer was trying to still cross
Trying
the
to
road.
cross the road.
Was not dead.
No.
Da 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 da.
How is that possible?
Yeah, I don't know. But
How high was your friend that told you the story?
he's not or she is not
Well, he just gave it away. We narrowed it down to a man.
What are you going to do?
no, he's not a.
How is your
weed
dad
guy.
doing?
I'm sure he's doing just fine. Probably on his way to Woodbury.
So this person did not hit the deer. They just witnessed half of a deer crawling across the street
Yeah.
like Walking Dead.
So it was like mentally scarring, and this guy is seeing a lot of crazy stuff, and he said that was crazy. So.
No chance he was hallucinating in the fog.
No. And Paul Lambert over here, he's known as Meat Sauce on this show. He said he saw the same thing.
I've seen a deer get hit and its back legs and all that area doesn't work anymore, and it's just crawling to get to the end
Here's
of
the
the
spear.
They're dragging my ass.
Wow, you're good at getting the audio.
There's a great difference between a deer fully intact with every bone in the back half broken, trying to crawl across, right? Like
See, I
his legs don't
100%
work.
realize that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If half the deer is gone, how is it not dead?
I'm sure eventually it
I've
died.
never heard of that happening.
But
That a deer.
I don't know where.
Right, you've seen videos of like the cliche, the chicken with his head cut off running
Rosie.
around, right? You've seen the video maybe of like a snake that gets cut in half and the top half will bite the bottom half. It's weird. The internet's bizarre. There are some animals that I have a lot of questions about how long a deer could last if it's cut in half, bleeding out, but still trying to crawl with the front half.
Yeah, crazy stuff, man.
I mean, did your buddy see
Your dad?
this deer 0.7 seconds after the
I'll
accident?
tell you who it is, but it is a reliable source, and it's not a friend. I mean, not like a
Not a
buddy of
friend.
mine. A friend.
Oh, wow.
A colleague, I would say.
So a working
demoted.
colleague, so
Yes.
somebody you don't care for. So this is Kevin Fallness.
No,
Chad Abbott.
well-respected person.
Okay, then it's not
not
Fallness.
Chad.
Okay,
yeah.
correct. That's why I wanted to clarify.
Okay, somebody you don't care for.
Beloved.
So it's Joe O'Donnell because you don't want him
It's not
around.
Joe.
Loved.
Pat
Mark Rosen?
Micheletti?
No, it's not Pat.
Jerry Lewis.
Again, I don't want to say because I don't.
Tom Reed.
Jerry Springer.
He didn't want to
Yeah.
say who it was.
BG.
Why doesn't he didn't do it?
I know, but
Birdman?
I don't. He didn't say. He said it.
Was it
not,
juvenile?
I
Yeah.
didn't, not publicly.
To
so.
seeing this half deer crawl across the road kill his alibi for some
Was it
other
the Hot
crime?
Boys?
Why can't he say that he saw it?
I don't know. I just don't want to get in trouble with him because he's. I really
How
do
could
like the guy.
seeing a dead deer get anybody in trouble?
Well, because you're questioning
Wait
the
a minute, hold
story,
on.
you know. And I don't.
He wasn't supposed
Was
to
it
be in
Dirk?
St. Cloud, was
You
he?
said his name.
He wasn't supposed to be in St. Cloud because he was down there getting some strange, right?
Talk about it.
It's got to
was
be
BG.
Micheletti then. St. Cloud watching like
Micheletti.
it's not Micheletti.
Why's it got to be Micheletti?
Was it juvenile?
Because he was. I just assumed he was watching maybe St. Cloud State's play some hockey or
This
something.
was St. Paul.
Was it
St.
Mac
Paul?
10?
I thought you
Who
said
said St. Cloud?
Somebody said St. Cloud.
Great. I don't think maybe if I did, I'm
Okay.
sorry. But
it was
St.
Manny Fresh.
It was
Admit it.
Manny Fresh. I don't know how you knew that.
I love
but-
his restaurant.
Can somebody
downtown.
Google what animals can stay alive being torn in half and how long they can stay alive?
I don't want
You know?
to. I don't want to Google that.
No,
I don't want to.
I don't know.
You just want to use
either.
PA's computer? It's seen worse.
No.
It's already in purple on PA's computer.
Man,
So it wasn't BG?
who wants to tell that deer there's no hope? It's over, buddy.
I don't
Just
think
let it
anybody
go.
needed to tell it that. I just think it probably knew what it.
I wonder where he was going.
Jimmy Carter, wasn't it?
Oh man,
Where was he going?
probably to not die in the middle of the road. Wanted to die on the side of the road with dignity.
With what?
Don't we all?
Correct. Why did the deer cross the road?
To find the rest of his body.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, so I was pretty scarred when I was told that story. Yeah, and actually, this guy who's a pretty tough guy, like very tough, known
He's
for
a
being
tough
tough,
guy.
So it's not Micheletti.
Very tough. Somebody you respect but aren't super close with.
and yeah,
they were sober.
Even he was like, kind of shook up by it. So
Do they work in this building?
no,
So they
work for
work
the
at the
Wild.
X.
they don't. I don't know where they were. I don't know if I should say
Why
this.
does it matter?
I don't
Are they
know
like
where
a
they
culture?
were.
To me, the Night of the Living Dead factor I've gotten bored with already. I don't care about the deer anymore. Now I'm just so curious why seeing this would be
Yeah.
something that you couldn't share. I'm so intrigued that somebody needs to hide
parish?
why they saw a half dead deer. That it
It's
wasn't
parish.
even their fault.
No, again, it's. I don't know. I whatever. It was a local pub owner.
Tom
it's
Reed.
Tom
So Tom
Reed.
Reed.
Yeah.
So why can't
Oh,
Tom
no.
Reed say
Tom
that?
Reed's
I don't
business
know.
just went
I don't know.
under.
He didn't.
No, if you told me that Tom Reed just saw a deer at the
Right.
side of the road and took a hatchet to it and cut it in half and
Correct.
then filmed it trying to crawl across the street, I'd say
Yeah.
Tom's got problems.
Yeah, if you told me he was getting busy with the bottom half,
Correct. Then we'd have
I'd be like,
issues.
maybe you shouldn't have said who that was.
Right, but he just saw it.
My New Year's resolution is not to be such a giant big mouth.
Yeah, but this isn't gossipy at all.
That's like
But
gossip.
it worked out well for you last year.
Perhaps
Yeah. How are you going to drive it on the lake then?
Oh, I'm on TMZ.com. Tom Reed just got fired.
Yeah.
boy, you.
How dare he
yeah,
see
why would
that
he-
while he was
right.
driving?
The
what
nerve,
a terrible
man.
person Tom Reed is.
No,
I'm
not
never
saying
going
it
to
was
his
bad.
bar again if he's just going to drive
Yeah.
around and see
I don't
dead
know.
deer.
Now that
He
you
got canceled.
Now that I guess it's not bad. But
What?
I don't know.
I don't understand
overcorrected.
I'm really upset.
Yeah, you are
I figured it would be
overcorrecting.
kind of a quick
the power.
anecdote. We move on to some other headline and think we were gonna.
No, the show's over.
Well, you said you were scarred and you're.
Yeah.
Well, now you just admitted you're not really close. You're not super close with Tom, but you.
I
you
work
said
with
he's
him every about 40 plus
Well-respected.
nights a year.
well respected.
Celebrated my
beloved.
birthday at his
there's
pub.
Rosie. Does he know that?
No.
Well, honestly, my condolences to anybody at the X that has to work with Tom Reed and his bloodlust.
Yeah. Wow. Him and Richard Ramirez, man.
Good luck to Joe O'Donnell tonight calling that Avs game because Tom probably wants to cut you in half and have sex with the bottom half and film the top half trying to crawl across Kellogg to the parking ramp.
He's waiting for you to die.
Jeez. Way to go, Zachary.
Yeah, way to go.
Way to go. Way
Why
to
did
keep
you
your
say
big
his
mouth
name?
open.
Yeah, now he's getting canceled.
Hashtag not my Tom Reed is trending right now.
Jeez.
Way to go, Zach.
I've never been more disappointed in Tom. Never. All right, we're back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. Initials tomorrow. What are we at 82K or 82.5? It's so ridiculous. I lose track now. What a ton of money.
Like a sign in here.
$82,000. My gosh. That's tomorrow. 5:30 to 9. See you then.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abadab. I love you. Bye.